R. Kelly ex-wife Andrea Kelly says victim shaming stopped women from coming forward. The culture around victim shaming stopped women from coming forward sooner about the abuse they experienced at the hands of R. Kelly. A New York jury on Monday found R. Kelly guilty of being the ringleader of decade-long racketeering and sex trafficking scheme that preyed on women and children. R. Kelly, who was 54, was found guilty on all 9 counts after decades of avoiding criminal responsibility for numerous allegations of misconduct. Jarrell Kelly, who was married to Kelly for 13 years until 2009, said it was great that we've taken a step forward, but the most important thing was what happened outside the courtroom. It's important that women are supported to even feel like they have the strength to come forward and tell their stories. If they are being still victim shamed, victim blaming, and women being afraid to speak their truth, they can never get to a court system where justice can be served. Jarrell Kelly, who has 3 children with the disgraced R&B star, has previously spoken of being emotionally and physically abused by R. Kelly. I've always said if any of his victims were blonde and blue-eyed, it wouldn't have taken this long, she said. Women of color tend to be the lowest of the totem pole when it comes to subject of domestic violence and sexual abuse. She referred to her marriage as a life of constant fear, walking on eggshells, and intimidation, never knowing which version of R. Kelly she was going to get. The panel of 7 men and 5 women began deliberating the charges on Friday afternoon after a 6-week trial in Brooklyn, which heard shocking testimonies detailing Kelly's abuse of women, girls, and boys. Allegations against R. Kelly came to wider attention in 2019 during the Lifetime documentary Surviving R. Kelly, which explored claims that an entourage of supporters protected Kelly and silenced his victims for decades. Witnesses at the trial said Kelly had forced them to obey perverse and brutal whims when they were underage. Jorinda Pace, one of the 6 main accusers in the trial, was the first to testify about the relationship she had with Kelly when she was 16. She said Kelly physically abused her multiple times for breaking his rules, including not acknowledging him when he entered a room. She said that's when he slapped her and choked her until she passed out. She said when she woke up, she was on the floor. Gloria Allred, a lawyer for some of Kelly victims, said that of all the predators she had gone after, including Harvey Weinstein and Jeffrey Epstein, R. Kelly was the worst. Kitty Jones, a former girlfriend of Kelly who separated from him in 2013, said on Tuesday she was disgusted at the amount of evidence. She said she kept her time with him of the long line of other people that had experienced. No, what she said was she kept her time with him and some of the abuse a secret from her family and friends. So she wasn't aware of the long line of other people that had experienced similar things. She said just to hear how he had evolved over time, hearing new stories, it really did disgust her. Jones encouraged women with similar experience to speak up. There's not an expiration date, she says, on when a person should come forward. All truth deserves a platform. Create your own. If you don't have one, if it takes you a year, a week, 10 years, as long as it's your truth, no matter when you're ready to tell it. R. Kelly's conviction has been hailed as an important moment for accountability in the Me Too movement by the New York Attorney General Letitia James. Or I don't know how to pronounce her name real good, but I believe is Orenike Odella, the co-founder of the Mute R. Kelly campaign, told the New York Times the verdict was the culmination of the movement of so many women who have been trying so long to have their voices heard. Or Kelly, born Robert Sylvester Kelly, faces up to 20 years in prison. He will be sentenced on May 24th. No, I'm sorry. R. Kelly. Sentencing is scheduled for May 4th of 2022. Don't forget to like, comment down below, and I'll meet you there. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.